Well, hello. Good to see you again. Today we're going to be talking about herbs. We're going to be focusing on an herb that I used that was very beneficial to the health. And I loved making tea with it. And we're going to be talking about that right after this. Hello. Thank you for joining us back here on Herbal Gardens Homestead. Today we want to go ahead and continue, as I was saying before, we're going to talk about purple curled basil. That is the herb that we're going to be discussing today. It has been given to me a long time ago, and I went ahead and I started to raise it in the garden, and I liked it a lot because it had a lot of good scents. It had really good scents, and I knew that if I put that in tea, it would give off a very good flavor. But I wanted to show you today. I write this stuff personally, and this is my personal book that I write things in, and different types of herbs and mixtures and tea blends. I write down different types of, it's good to keep a journal, just to let you know. I write down different things that the herbs can do for you. I know some people there are like, hey, go buy a book and stuff like that. But I like to do my own research and then put down and write everything myself in my own book. I'm not sure if maybe one day I'll go ahead and share what I've written in my whole book, but today I want to talk about purple curled basil, and this is what it looks like. Some of the leaves, this is dried already. This is already dried. Some of the leaves, they really curl up. It has a great smell. Today I wanted to show you also the seeds. When it goes to seed, it has these right here that shoots up from it. And what I've been doing is I've been collecting the seeds so that I can also replant it. Come here, I'll show you. Now right here is a lot of the seeds that I've been harvesting, and I've been trying to collect these for a long time now, but I never had the time to literally start taking them off of this. What I do is I take this and I take them off, and then I put them there, and you can see some of the sticks right here that I have. I basically strip the stick and put all of the herb seeds in a little container. So right now is what I've been doing is going ahead and taking them off of that. I've been collecting seeds for a long time, to most of the herbs that I grow. See, what I do is like this. I take it and I pull them off, just like that. And then I'll have them in my hands. See? I go ahead and get the rest. Now, some people don't like to do this, but you see the sticks right here? What I do is I take these and I will literally take a handful of them and I'll soak them and put them in the tea and drink the tea with, the leaves. I also boil those. I don't boil them too long. Some people, they boil the water a lot longer than they should. If you boil it too long, you say, how are you going to lose anything? But I've noticed that one time I boiled it a little too long and it tasted different than when I just did it basically for about, I got it to a boil and then I let it turn off. As soon as it gets to the boil, I think you should turn the water off and then let the boil simmer, and then that's long enough. And you'll get a great taste and flavor. Some people just get it to where it's really hot. I like to go ahead sometimes and make sure that I have a lot of the leaves of the herb saved also. I save them in jars, like this. I'm sure in other videos you've probably seen my apothecary, but that's what I tried to do. And I'm going to tell you some things about purple curled basil. Some people call it purple ruffled basil. I just say purple curled basil. It's so, the leaves, they really, I wish I had like one that wasn't already dried so that you would see it gets, let me see, it gets really, no, see, yeah, this is dried already, but they get real, like a really jagged and curly ledge to it all the way around, basically the edge,
I went through some of the photos in my library from gardens that I had in the past. Here's some purple basil. I just thought you might want to take a look at it. These are young and they grew very well.
That's what they do. But let me go ahead and this is some of the stuff that I wrote down about it. It has a stem with about five or more branches that produce more offshoots at each node. Where the pieces come up. The node is basically like where you see two meeting together. Here, let me move this little leaf. See, right there would be a node right there. They have, 5 or more branches can branch off from that. And they have large leaves that go into different directions. The herb can grow and it can be, a large variety. Sometimes the leaves that, they can go into different directions off the branches. The herb can grow to be bearing nice sized leaves that average about 7 to 8 centimeters and in length, and 5 to 6 in diameter. The purple curled basil leaves have the serrated and jagged edges that curl, just like I told you before. They have a textured look, and it makes the herb look like it has like a fringed look. The leaves are very shiny, and they're very dark purple. And when they mature, sometimes when they start coming up, they have like a little greenish also to and the purple. Now that can also depend on the type of soil that you use or dirt, stuff like that. I've noticed when I use certain dirt or a soil that is has compost in it, it'll become really nice and purple, and there's not as many um, green areas. The leaves, they give off a sweet aromatic fragrance in the summer, and it really smells really good. The purple curled basil, it has a nice flavor, and it's kind of like a blend between like anise, cinnamon, licorice root. What else? Sweet basil. That's it. Sweet basil. There's also the health benefits. That's just basically the like what it would taste like and what it looks like and stuff like that. Um, but when it comes to the health benefits are really good. I like to make, like I said, a nice tea blend, an herbal tea blend, um, which is actually a tisane. Uh, it has a good source of fiber, which is really good to regulate the digestive tract. Vitamin C, vitamin E, vitamin C, and the vitamin E is good to protect against the free radical damage. Vitamin A, maintain healthy organ functioning, and vitamin C to strengthen the immune system. The immune system is really good to strengthen, especially during the cold season, winter times, and stuff like that. And it's also really good to have now that COVID goes around. And I even let my kids drink herbal tea. And like one day, my son was sneezing and coughing and things like that, along with my daughter. They have really bad allergies, but I was iffy about a situation when they went to school and they came home sneezing and coughing. Normally they wake up in the morning or something because uh, I don't know what it is. Just laying on their backs, they just wake up and they'll start sneezing or whatever. And at first I thought it was maybe they need a change of a pillow, or the pillowcase has been on too long or something. And I was just like, you know what? That pillowcase has only been on for a couple days, so it can't be that. You know, yeah. Sometimes my kids will lay in their bed after they get home from school, which I tell them not to do because I don't like dirty bodies in a clean bed. You take a bath, you go into a clean bed, and then you're wearing your clothes and stuff like that. You don't want to get into a clean bed with dirty clothes on. But they do that, and I gave them some tea, and they just started feeling better. They started feeling better. I've actually taken some when I wasn't feeling good before, and my nasal passage opened up. My chest felt better. Like I was able to breathe. I was able to breathe better. And I thought that was a good situation. So I started, writing stuff down about it. And now I have it in my apothecary. So I always have purple curled basil available. Now, oh man, it's a nice amount right there. See it? And you can see my little pile getting a little bigger right here. I went ahead and made some nice tea right here. So, anyway, I thought that it might be nice to talk to you a little bit about it, and maybe you would enjoy learn. See, this is like one of the branches, and you see how it has all of these right here? They just go in all different directions. But I take those and I break them off, and I save the leaves. See, I wish that was like not shrunk yet, so that you could actually see it. And it has a great smell. I wish you could smell it. Here, you want to smell? There you go. Yeah. So I thought it would be good maybe to show you. But I go ahead and the more that you take these off is the faster they'll grow. And if you get enough, just keep taking them off. Let them grow. Let them get to the point before the seeds drop. You have to make sure you get them before the seeds drop. If you don't get them before the seeds drop, you're going to get just sticks with these little, basically seed pods that are empty. And that has happened to me before, and I was so upset. But I was happy when I looked down to see that new herb was growing up out of the ground. So I harvested that. And, you know, like I told you before, this is the kind of stuff that I'm telling you that I did before I came to this new location. I went around and I just harvested everything. I ground up plants. I pulled up roots. I grabbed things and I stuck them in jars. I did a lot of harvesting. But by doing that, you will have a lot of seeds to plant the next time. By doing that, you'll have a lot of seeds. And I just keep on going and stripping them. Strip them, save a stick. If there's any little leaves, I take the little leaves off. Strip them, save the stick. Just keep on going. But I don't want to bore you with stripping all of these. So, just want to say thank you very much for sitting with me a little bit, having a cup of tea, and learning a little something about purple curled basil, or to some people, they call it purple ruffled basil. And I want to say thank you very much for joining us right here at Herbal Gardens Homestead. And remember, love your land, and it'll love you back. Take care. See you next time.